I am working on doing a print on tracing paper. So what I have here is a piece of heavy laser printer stock and a roll of tracing paper. And I have to say that what I'm about to do would be way easier if I had flat tracing paper, like tracing paper on a pad, but I don't. So this is a use what you have thing. I'm just gonna use the tracing paper that I have. So I'm cutting the paper the size of my laser print paper. And I've got some double-sided removable tape. The removable part is important. And I'm going to put some of this right along the edge. And that's important because when I feed this into the printer, I don't want it to identify this as two sheets of paper. I want it to be one sheet of paper. And the next thing I'm going to do is do a couple of pieces of tape further up to keep the paper from rolling, since this is on a roll. I've done this before with flat paper where I really only sent it through with just the stuff along the edge, along the front edge, and it worked just fine. But since this is kind of squirrely, I want to make sure it goes through flat. I'm pretty sure it won't do that unless I add some extra tape. Oof. Good grief. You know you're having a bad day when the tape cutter is stronger than you are. And the last thing I want to do is cut this off because my printer is pretty finicky and it will slam on the brakes if I have extra paper hanging off the edge. So now I have a nice flat piece of tracing paper to send through the printer. And here's my print hot off the laser printer, and you can see that when I sent it through, because laser prints are heat set, the heat affected the tracing paper, so it shrunk just a little bit. But that's okay. It was nice and flat, and I got a fairly decent print. There's a little wrinkle across her face. That's fine. Call it texture. It's going to wrinkle when I apply it to the journal page anyway. So, and this is why removable tape is important. This is peeling off really well. Don't try this with permanent tape. You will destroy your print because the heat from the printer will really mess it up. Good enough. This is a rarity. I've managed to do this without leaving tape on my print. Usually at least one piece of tape comes off on the back of the print. So that's my print ready to be applied to the journal page.